Good afternoon. How to find the Dantien. Now the Dantien is an energy center within the body that is not something that we are born with. Unlike the chakras in the Indian system of yoga. The Dantien. There are 3 Dantiens at least, but the one we are concerned with is what we call the lower Dantien, here inside the lower part of the body. Now there are a lot of not necessarily disagreements, but different perspectives of what is the Dantien and where it is located. Some people say that there's a big difference between the Dantien that is used in meditation as opposed to the Dantien used in martial arts. In general, in martial arts, the area of the Yao, the waist area, is also identical as the Dantien. So it's the waist area which guides the movements. In Tai-chi, originally Tai-chi was known as the art of the hip, before it was called Zhan Zhuang, because the movements are from the hip. Everything is guided from the waist and the hips, the quad and the waist, Yao and the quad. So, here inside is the Dantien. Now some people say there's the real Dantien, there's the false Dantien, there's the ocean of Qi, many different things. We're going to put all that aside and look at this practically. So let's find the location of the Dantien. By the way, Dan means elixir, metaphor for the Qi, and Dantien, the Tian, means the field of cinnabar. Actually, Dantien means the field of cinnabar. Dan is cinnabar. Cinnabar is liquid mercury. That has many implications in Tai Chi practice. I'll leave you to think about that. Mercury, fluidity, many things. So, let's have a look. Where can we find the Dantien? Where the mercury, the Dan, it's not mercury, but something similar, okay? But where the Dan can accumulate, you can store the Qi. The Dantien stores the Qi. And is that our use whenever we need it, we can therefore move from the Dantien and mobilize and circulate the Qi throughout the body. So, let's get to it. How to find the Dantien. Very simple. Now, you take the tips of the ears. They point upwards. You go up here to the top of the head, the crown. You take a line up through the nose, here. We come. So this indicates the Bahue, the crown of the head, where 100 yang lines are said to meet. So this is the crown. Now, down here we have the perineum, between the anus and the sex. Hui Yin in Tai Chi. This is the yin accumulation. Yang here, yin here. Now, in your mind, try to trace a line directly from here through the center of your body, down through the perineum into the earth. That will give you one line. Now we need another line in order to locate exactly where is the Dantien. So traditionally we talk about 2 fingers below, sometimes people say 3, but it approximately depends on how thick your fingers are. Below the belly button, and then 2 fingers inside the body. Well, that's the minimum. Take a line in your imagination from here through to the Ming Men. Okay? The line goes through the Ming Men, horizontal. The vertical line down through the body. Now where these 2 lines meet, there's an empty space. There's no organs there. There's a kind of empty cavity. And this is the physical, geographical center of the Dantien. As I've explained elsewhere, when a gymnast or an acrobat, they do jumps, saut, when they turn, they leap in the air and they turn over this center of Dantien. That's the center of gravity. They're going to automatically turn, flip over that point, this center here, this cavity. So that's the Dantien. If you can find that, that's not easy, but if you can, that's great. It's there. So that is the center of the being where the Qi, the Dan, accumulates and offers, therefore, the potential of when the Qi builds up, that will spill over from the Dantien and fill up the kidneys. When the kidneys are full, will spill over and go into the marrow of the bones. And then we have, we're talking about a real transformation, almost alchemical. So that's the Dantien. Adds to your knowledge. Not really, this is controversial what I'm going to say now, it's not really vital information. I mean, you could be very good in Tai Chi without knowing anything about the Dantien. My teacher almost never mentioned it. And I studied with him for 22 years. He almost never mentioned it. When he finally did get around to mentioning it, he said that there were 5 Dantiens. But that's a little secret that I'll keep for myself for the moment. I wish you well. Take care. Be well. Happy practice.